Man, I can't wait till I get my podcast because I just saw this some funny guy on this other podcast called Charleston White. We don't agree upon everything because when he got into religious stuff, he kind of went off far base. He didn't do his studies because, like many situations, it scares people, and it scared him to even dig into it. He even mentioned himself he doesn't want to be a godly person, so it's already written about him. So, but anyways, the podcast was PBD podcast, a Patrick Bet David podcast, I believe it was. But nonetheless, it seems like he was contradicting himself, this Charleston White. So let's just watch this first clip.
Going to a school system.
That's on the parents, though.
But the condition don't allow the parent to teach, right? So this is what I was taught. It takes a village to raise a child, not a parent. It takes a village.
Do you believe that?
Yes, I believe that wholeheartedly. I was raised by the village because my mother was at work. So I had a juvenile worker, I had a court worker, I had a school teacher. My mama was at work. I had a neighbor say, boy, I'm going to tell your mama. I had a village. Miss Yolanda and boy I had a village. And I said, yes, ma'am. When somebody come, pull your pants up, I pull them up. I say, fuck you, bitch. I pull them up. Because I understood the village. So you want this group of children who...
So Charleston White talks about how he understands the village raising a person or a household because that's how he was raised in his past life. So let's see how he feels about the same situation when his girl is doing the same thing and about the same principle, but in a different scenario. All right, here's a second clip.
You got a woman at home. Every woman got a work boyfriend. She might not be sleeping with him, but they have an emotional attachment. They go out together. She say that's her friend, but they secretly like it. That's her work boyfriend because she never get to see his flaws. She see him dressed up every day, smell good. So this is her ideal man in her mind. She got an internet boyfriend. Somebody she like his pictures all the time. A person she listen to. We watching ass and titties. She want to hear something to validate her. Most of us are too busy to validate her emotions. It's not a man's job to validate your emotions. Look in the mirror and validate them yourself so you can come out and be what I need you to be.
So how many other people out here think he's contradicting himself? Because what he seemed understanding with being in a widow state and his orphan state as a juvenile was okay with the household or the village raising him. But when it came to him being a man and being a man of the house and providing for his own family, he didn't want his woman to seem to go off and get emotional support from other men, which is completely reasonable. So you see how the situation plays out and how things can be contradicted and twisted around. But the situation is, how many people out here think he's contradicting himself? Leave in comments below.